It was a normal day at Atlanta. It was 10 a.m, which meant it was second period and my class had citizenship. We were learning about the labour exchange. And then...
Everybody, can you look up, please? Thank you. Can you stop what you're doing? Jade has done some fantastic homework on the labour exchange. I'm going to invite Jade to the front of the class to share with us what she's done.
The Labour Exchanges Act 1909 was an Act of Parliament which saw the creation of labour exchanges. The stated purpose was to help the unemployed find employment. Prior to labour exchanges, workers would have to search for jobs themselves, which was incredibly difficult during the winter. The Act also wanted to improve the mobility of the workforce, which until then had not been achieved. However, the exchanges were not very effective since 75% of those listed on the labour exchange workforce did not find employment through them.
Thank you very much, Jade, for that presentation. I'm sure you'll all agree it's a fantastic homework. But look, everybody, it's the labour exchange ghost of the past.
Did you know, in rare conditions, some people used to get their wages in the form of food and a place to live?
No. Labour exchanges were painted green and contained separate rooms for men, women, employers and children.
In the 70s and 80s, customers had to speak to staff sitting behind a large screen, like a formal interview.
That must be horrible talking to a screen.
Has done her homework on Job Centre Plus. So can you all listen to Jade's presentation, please?
Job Centre Plus offers services to employers and employment agencies who can register their vacancies online through the direct online service or by calling Employer Direct.
Well, thank you, Jade, for that fantastic presentation about Job Centre Plus. But look, everybody, we've been visited by our second ghost, which is the ghost of the labour exchange president.
The new system asked individuals to call a Job Centre Plus, where claims details were taken over the phone and entered directly to the computer system by the call agent. Customers were then asked to attend an interview at the local job centre to discuss work issues and an advisor and finalise their claims, provide relevant signatures and proof of ID and address.
Record numbers of young people are not in education, work or training. Government figures revealed today prompting fears that a generation will be lost to the recession.
If you are aged between 18 and 25, you could be eligible for New Deal. The scheme was created to help unemployed people back into work. To join, you need to have been unemployed and receiving benefits for 6 months. The New Deal programme will help you to find out which opportunities suit you best.
In our college, we use Connections to help us think about our future. Connections help young people aged between 13 and 19 to figure out what they want to do when they're older. The Connections website has a careers library that gives information on lots of jobs to help young people find out the qualifications they need for the job that they want to do. Connections also organise for young people to spend 2 weeks' work experience with local businesses and organisations. In the future, we don't think there will be any job centres. We think applying for all jobs will be online or internet-based. We also think that to decrease the number of unemployed people in the UK, the government may have to bring back conscription.
That was a fantastic presentation, and I do agree. Who knows what's going to happen in the future? Oh my goodness, we've been visited by a ghost, the labour exchange of the future.
In the future, we think that if somebody can't work, they should at least help out in the community, like joining the army or joining one.
Yeah, it's not right to keep taking money from the government. I mean, they keep us going, because how could we have shops and a well-run community without them?
Yeah, that money is for health, education and much more. Besides, they are saying that they will be able to guarantee people that don't have a work, job, training or further education.
Exactly.
If no one works, there'll be no good produced, and if you try and call doctor, there'll be no one to answer.
What do you think about the labour exchange in the past?
Labour exchange? I think it's going to go, it's already going online, it has been for years. I remember 5 years ago when we were looking for labourers for the site, rather than going into the job centre and interviewing people and sending in paperwork, it was all done online there. It's going a lot that way, and even then, certainly for some of the jobs, for the plumbers, when we were looking for plumbers, we could actually go and just look online, pick up the people we wanted and get them straight in. So
It's all very well saying we're going to set up job clubs and this, that and the other to help people get into employment, but if the job's not there, all they're doing is helping different people get the jobs. You know, the solution to that is a sort of an economic one, and the economy has to grow so it provides enough jobs for the number of people who want them. You know, it's no good making Peter or you or me better at getting the job we want, because if we get it, it just means somebody else didn't. You know. So, yeah, that's not about job centres or anything like that. They can only deal with the jobs that are there.
There are 3 things that we are going to do to inform our community of our work. The first thing is we're going to put it on our college website.
We're also going to put it in the Herald. The Herald is the school letter that goes out every Friday to students that they can take home to their parents or read themselves.
We will also write to the government and council to see how they are challenging this issue for our future.
The future's in our hands. Be active and have a voice.